Hello, Miles Maeda here with more modern yoga movement videos for you. In this practice, we are going to be doing a yin-yang sequence for the liver and the gallbladder. Now, the liver and gallbladder are important organs. The liver is on the right side of the body behind the rib cage. Some of it extends out towards the midline of the body. The gallbladder is behind it, and they provide very important functions for our health. The liver helps to filter toxins out of the blood. It also produces bile to help us digest and absorb necessary fats from our food, and the gallbladder stores that bile. And the liver also stores sugars from carbohydrates, which helps us to manage our energy levels. Now, from the Eastern tradition, like Chinese medicine, the liver and gallbladder relates to the emotion of anger. So if there's any blocked or stagnant energy there, we have more of a likelihood of experiencing related emotions to anger. So we'll be stretching and working with the meridians to help to move that energy and help to remedy our negative emotions. We'll be addressing the health of the liver and gallbladder by doing lateral side stretches, hip openers, and twists. The liver meridian runs up the inside of the leg, so we'll be doing stretches where you'll feel it at the inner thigh. The gallbladder meridian runs down the outside of the body, so we'll be doing stretches where you can feel it in the outside of the hip. Now, this is a yin-yang practice, so it'll be in two parts. The first part, which is this part, we will be doing the yang practice, which will focus more on strengthening and enlivening the body. And in the second part, we will be doing the yin practice, which will focus on stretching, softening, and surrendering. I will be demonstrating some of these postures using props. So in this first part, we will use a strap. And in the second part, we will be using a blanket and block. You can still practice this if you don't have props, so don't worry about that. If you have a strap and your strap has a buckle, then ideally you'll want to make a small loop at the end of your strap. Okay, let us begin the yang sequence for the liver and gallbladder. So again, have your strap handy and let us begin lying down on the back. So just sit at the bottom of your mat. You can have your hands behind your knees. Inhale, lift your spine. And on the exhale, let's roll down slowly, one vertebra at a time. Kidneys down, shoulders down, head down. Hug your knees into your chest. Hug the right knee, stretch the left leg. Your shoulders are down, your neck is nice and long. And just take your right arm out to the side. Inhale. Tuck your foot behind your knee. And exhale for a nice abdominal twist. And take your time here. Don't force. Just breathe. And do your best to keep the right shoulder down. So we're starting with this twist, giving our internal organs, especially the liver and the gallbladder, a nice squeeze. Okay, let's do the other side. So you can hug your left knee, stretch out your right leg, shoulders down. And then place your left hand out to the side, tuck your foot behind your knee, and slowly bring the knee to the right. Again, doing your best to keep the left shoulder down. You can just gaze up at the ceiling. Again, feeling this nice internal massage. And then let's come back to the center. Place the feet flat on the floor, knees up, and we'll do a lying pigeon pose. So cross your right ankle over the left thigh. And you can hold on to the left leg, either behind the thigh or over the shin, just below the knee. Inhale here. And exhale, let's hug the legs towards the body. If you can, use your right elbow to just gently press the right thigh forward and away from you. And just see if you can also relax your sacrum onto the mat. Long, deep breathing. Inhale. And exhale, let's switch sides. So just doing a little hip opening. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh and hold on to the right leg wherever it's comfortable for you. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze. Allow those shoulders to be down from your ears and see if you can keep your sacrum relaxed down on the mat. Inhale and exhale, release, feet flat on the floor. Okay, now we're going to use our strap. So ideally you have a small loop at the end of your strap, and then you're going to bring your right foot up, put it inside the small loop, and you're going to hold on to the loop with your hand. This just allows you to hold on to it a little more securely without as much effort. All right, so keep the right leg bent, and you can keep the left leg knee up as well. So let's inhale, straighten the right leg carefully, slowly. Exhale, bend the knee. So it's a dynamic hamstring stretch. Inhale, reach through the heel. Exhale, bend the knee. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale. Exhale. So focus on your breathing. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, let's straighten the leg just as much as is comfortable for you. And if it feels like you can go a little further, then stretch the left leg as well. Long, deep breathing. So again, the liver meridian goes from the big toe and it travels along the inside of the leg. So now we're going to start stretching and bringing energy to that meridian. Inhale. And on the exhale, slowly lower the leg to the right. Feel that pulling and stretching at the inner thigh. And your left hand is pressing the left hip down, the left thigh down, and keep your left shoulder down as well. So lower your leg, but don't lower it so much that the hip comes off the floor. Keep reaching through the heel. And then let's inhale, come back up. If you don't have a strap, you can just hold on to your big toe. And let's switch hands. So hold on to the strap or your big toe and just place the right hand alongside the body. Inhale, feel like you're pulling your thigh bone into the hip socket. And exhale, just allow the leg to go to the left a little bit, just past the midline. And now we're starting to feel the stretch on the outside, the lateral line on the right leg and hip. This relates to the gallbladder. Long, deep breathing. Inhale, let's come back to center. And then we'll change sides. So bend the knee, take the loop off your foot. Come back to your centered position, and we'll do this on the left side. So raise the left foot, put the loop around your foot, or just grab onto your big toe. And let's inhale, extend the left leg. Exhale, bend the knee. Reach through the heel. Inhale. So this dynamic stretch. Exhale. So opening the hamstrings, the backs of the legs. Exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale and exhale. Okay, let's straighten the leg just as much as you can. And if you can go further, then also extend the right leg on the mat. All right, your right hand is gently pressing that right hip and right thigh down. Inhale here. And we are stretching, bringing energy to the liver meridian. So bring that leg slowly to the left, keeping the right hip and right shoulder on the mat. Long, deep breathing. Reach through the heel. Feel the stretching sensation at the inner thigh. Inhale, let's come back to center. Take your time. Be very mindful with your movements. And let's switch hands. And you can bring your arm out to the side if you like. Inhale. Or you can bring your arm just alongside the body. Exhale. Let's bring the leg to the right just a little bit. And see if you can feel the stretching now on the lateral side of the leg and the hip. Pulling the thigh bone into the hip socket, reaching through the heel. Again, this relates to the gallbladder. Let's inhale back to center. Bend the knee and exhale. And we can remove our strap, put it aside. And let's hug both of the knees into the chest. Rock side to side. Place the hands behind the knees, lift your head and shoulders, and just kick your feet and start to roll like a ball. Inhale as you go back to the shoulders, exhale up to the sits bones, just 3 or 4 times. And let's come up. Okay, let's turn around. We're going to come onto our hands and knees and do some more warm-ups with cat-cow. Hands under our shoulders. Let's draw the legs together. And inhale, lift your feet, flex the toes. Exhale, press down into the cow pose. Lift your tail, look up. Inhale, flat back, point your toes. And exhale, cat pose, release the head down. Tuck your tail under. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, press your toes down, press your hands down, stretching the front of the spine. Inhale. Exhale, press your feet down, press your hands down, stretch the back of the spine. All right, keep your knees together. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, the feet and the head go to the right. So we're stretching the lateral line on the left side. Inhale, back to the middle. And exhale, feet go to the left, head left, stretching the right side. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center, just swiveling on the knees. Exhale, left. Giving a nice stretch to the sides of the body. All right, come to the center. Walk your hands 1 hand length forward and shift your shoulders so they're over your wrists. And this is called basic front support. And from here we can do our octopus. So just carefully lay the right hip on the floor and come to the center. And then go to the left. And here, do your best to keep both arms extended down. So you'll start to feel this stretching the lateral lines again. To the left and right. So just keep your toes pointed. And we're rolling over the knees. And just feel this nice pulling and stretching on the outsides of the hips, abdominals and ribs, and come to the center. Okay, from here we go to our first downward facing dog. Flex the feet, lift up, and walk in place. Rolling from the roots of the toes to the heels. Stretching the plantar fascia as well as the calves and the hamstrings. Now you can press the right heel down, turn your torso to the right, so looking under the arm. Left heel down, look to the left. And start to feel a little bit more of the lateral stretching on the outsides of the legs and hips. And then come to the center. Inhale, downward facing dog. Look at your lower belly, lift the sits bones, extend your elbows. And on your next exhale, let's wave forward. Roll the spine into a nice plank pose. Strong arms, strong legs, lift your belly. Lower the knees, and let's come into child's pose. Inhale, draw the legs together. And exhale, let's roll up. Okay, from here, we can go into our moon salutations. And this is the yang practice. So we're going to be focusing, again, on strengthening and enlivening the body and addressing the meridians of the liver and the gallbladder. So let's inhale, lift the pelvic floor as you lift your arms. Exhale, child's pose. Slide your hands on the floor. Inhale, draw the legs together. And exhale, cat pose. Lift the solar plexus. Release the head down. Press into the floor. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, downward facing dog. And here, let's keep the feet together. Again, look at your lower belly, lift the sits bones, extend your elbows. Inhale, lift the heels up, lift the pelvis up, exhale down. Do that 4 times. Inhale, lift, exhale down, inhale up and down. So further opening the backs of the legs. Inhale and exhale down. All right, from downward dog, let's inhale. Curl your tail under. Let's roll the spine forward, waving into our plank pose. And lower the knees, child's pose. Inhale, draw the legs together. And exhale, let's roll up. And we're going to do our camel. Inhale, lean forward, sweep the arms up, come standing onto the knees. Exhale, circle the arms around behind you. And let's place the hands at the sacrum. Inhale, look up and lift your sternum. Exhale, back to center. So lift the sternum, inhale, then we'll add the solar plexus. Exhale, center. So feel the lift and the support from the front of the body. So sternum, solar plexus, and pubic bone lift as you arch back a little further. And center. Let's sit down. Sit on the heels. Okay, let's do 2 more of those. Inhale, lift the pelvic floor as you lift your arms up. Exhale, child's pose. Draw the legs together. Inhale, this activates our myofascial core. Cat pose, exhale, lifting from the belly. Long neck between your arms. Inhale, flat back. And downward facing dog. All right, let's step the right foot forward between the hands. Line up your fingers and toes. And let's lower the back knee into Anjaneyasana. Point your toes on the left foot. Inhale, pelvis comes forward. So it's all right if the knee goes a little past your toes. Exhale, let's go back, straightening the right leg. Keep your toes down. Inhale forward, stretching the left hip. Exhale back, softening the left hip. Inhale forward and back. So nice dynamic movement. And forward and back. Okay, on this one, you're going to go forward, press with your right foot and come up. And allow your pelvis to be right over that left knee. And we're going to pull the right foot in so it's under the right knee. Now I'm going to turn to face you, so I'm switching my legs so I can mirror you. All right, to stabilize in this pose, it might help to pull that right heel a little bit. So we're going to work on the lateral line, so side lateral stretching. Reach your arms out, and we're going to stretch the left side. So let's inhale, arch to the right. Reach down with the knee, reach up through the hand. Exhale, center. Inhale. Keep pulling with that front foot, just gently. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So we're working with the gallbladder meridian here. And center. All right, let's sweep both arms forward. Inhale. Exhale out to the side and send your pelvis back just a little bit so that you can place your left hand down on the floor a little more easily and line up your hand with your knee. So your shoulder's over your wrist, your left hip is over the left knee, and reach your arm over the ear. And now we're stretching the right lateral line, shoulder down. Inhale, big stretch. And we're going to add a twist. Exhale, that top hand goes down towards the bottom hand. So feel the internal massage of the organs. Inhale and exhale, let's spiral in the other direction. Heart goes up towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach over your ear. Exhale, spiral down, giving our internal organs a nice massage. Inhale. Here you can soften that top arm, top elbow. Exhale. Let's do 1 more of those. Inhale. Exhale. Feeling the nice abdominal twist. Soften the elbow and exhale. And inhale. Let's place both hands down on the floor and walk your hands to the front. So now I'm going to go back onto my mat, switching my legs, but you're going to keep your right leg forward And let's step back to downward dog. Inhale, heels up, and exhale, heels down. Okay, let's do the other side. Step the left foot forward, all the way between the hands. So walk it up so your fingers and toes line up, and lower the right knee, point the toes. Inhale, pelvis goes forward. So feel the stretching and opening of the hip and back. And now we're stretching the left leg. Keep your toes down. Inhale forward and exhale back. So softening the right hip. Inhale forward. We're also bringing a little stretch to the left ankle. Inhale forward and exhale back. Now on this one, we go forward and push with your left foot to come up, sending the pelvis over the right knee. And let's bring the left foot in a little bit so it can go under the left knee. And again, to stabilize, just pull a little bit with that heel. And we want to center the pelvis. So you should feel the continued opening of the right hip. All right, I'm going to change my legs, but you keep your legs the way they are. This is just so you can see what I'm doing a little easier. All right, arms to the sides. So now we're going to stretch the right lateral line. Inhale, side arch to the left. Exhale, center. If you're wobbling around, just pull a little bit with that left heel. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the shoulders down from your ears. Inhale. Exhale. So we want to feel energy going down to the knee and up through the arm, even up through the ear. Exhale, center. Okay, both arms sweep forward. Inhale. A little forward bend. Exhale. This makes it a little easier to place the right hand down on the floor. Line it up with your knee. Check that your shoulder is over the wrist, your hip is over the knee. And let's inhale, reach the left arm over. So now we're stretching the left side. And exhale, let's add a spinal rotation or abdominal twist. Inhale, back to the front. Arm up, you can soften the elbow. Exhale, heart towards the ceiling. So feel that you're giving your internal organs a nice massage, especially the liver and the gallbladder. So we're doing lateral side stretches. We're doing hip opening and twists to help bring more balance to the liver and gallbladder. All right, last one. Inhale, and then hands on the floor. Exhale, walk your hands to the front. I'm going to go back onto my mat. And let's step back. Inhale, heels up, and exhale, heels down. Let's finish this with our wave. Inhale, downward dog. Lift the sits bones, look at the lower belly, extend your elbows. Exhale, curl the tail under. Feel the energy flow up the spine. Nice, strong plank position. Lower the knees and child's pose. Inhale, draw the legs together. And exhale, let's roll up. Okay, this last part, we're going to be doing a little bit more of an intense work with the lateral lines and some deeper spirals. Inhale, lift the pelvic floor as you reach your arms up. Exhale, child's pose. Stretch your arms out in front. Draw your legs together. Inhale. So engage your myofascial core. Exhale, lift from the solar plexus. Cat pose. Spread your shoulders wide. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, downward dog. Let's step the right foot forward, all the way between the hands, and lunge. Now you have the option to do an easier version, which is lowering the knee, point the toes. But I believe we've done this before in a previous video, so let's do the more advanced version, more strengthening version, so keeping the knee off the floor. Take your right hand and you're going to place it on the left side of the foot, so both hands are on the left. And you're going to relax the right knee out to the side. So it's a version of lizard. Let the big toe come up off the floor. You're balancing on that little toe edge of the foot. And if you feel you can go further, on your exhale, come down onto your elbows. Keep extending that left leg, reaching through the heel. All right, slide your left elbow a little forward, and then reach the right arm forward. Feel that nice line between the heel and your right hand. And on the inhale, let's spiral to the right. Now, the tendency is for your left hip to go down. Try to lift your left hip up and increase the spiral. Maybe you can look up at your hand. So nice twist here, abdominal twist. Inhale, reach through the back heel. Exhale, place the hands down and come back up. Recenter yourself in your lunge. All right. Now you can do this dynamic side plank, again, with your knee down, and you're just going to swivel your foot behind you to the left. But let's do the version with the knee up. So your left hand is going to come close to the right foot, and let's just bring it a little more forward for stability. Look at your right foot. You're going to pivot on the heel, turn it to the right, 90 degrees. Then that left foot, you're going to come to the little toe edge side of the foot, and this is our supported dynamic plank. So the foot in the front is going to push the pelvis up. So reach that right arm up and inhale, press that right foot down, lift the hip up. And then exhale, lower the hip. And you'll feel this big stretch along the left side of the body. Let's do that again. Inhale, press the front foot down, lift the pelvis up. Your arm can go over your ear. Exhale down. Reach for your foot. Inhale, let's do one more. Press the foot down into the floor, lift the hip, and down. So a little bit of a deeper, a little more intense side stretch. Now let's gracefully come back into our downward facing dog. And let's do our wave. Inhale, look at the lower belly, spread your shoulders wide. Exhale, roll the spine forward. Lower the knees, come into downward facing dog. And we're going to do the other side. So let's step the left foot forward between the hands. And again, you can do an easier version, lowering the right knee to the floor. Take your left hand, we're going to place it on the right side of the left foot, and relax the left knee away from you so that big toe edge of the foot comes off of the mat, balancing on that little toe edge. If you can go further, lower yourself onto your elbows. Shoulders down. Extend that right leg. Slide the right elbow just a little bit forward, and then reach that left arm forward. Inhale, spiral to the left, and do your best to lift the right hip. So you should feel an increased abdominal twist. So you're lifting the right hip and spiraling to the left. Inhale, shoulders down. Reach through that back heel. And then exhale, hands down. Let's recenter ourselves back in our lunge. And we'll do our dynamic side plank. Right hand goes close to the left foot. And let's just move it a little forward for stability. Turn your left foot 90 degrees to the left, pivoting on the heel. And let's move to the outer edge, the little toe edge of the right foot. Reach that left arm up. Inhale, press the left foot down. Lift the hip up. Exhale, lower the pelvis. Feel that nice stretch along the right side of the body. So keep that right arm extended and the shoulder down from the ear. Inhale, press that front foot. You can reach over your ear. Exhale down. Let's do one more. Inhale up, feeling that nice stretch on the outside of the hip, addressing the gallbladder meridian. And let's gracefully flip over back into our downward dog. Inhale. And wave forward. Exhale. Spread the shoulders wide. Let's lower the knees. Inhale. And end in a child's pose.
You can stay here for a few breaths. Surrendering the weight of the body onto the legs, relaxing the elbows onto the mat. Long, deep breaths. Inhale, draw the legs together. Exhale, let's roll up.
And that completes this part of our practice.